Are you too much of a yes person? Often over-promising and over-committing? Well, stay tuned because in this episode, I am going to show you how people-pleasing syndrome is very expensive. If you want to learn the best ways to move through difficult emotions, then make sure to subscribe to my channel and hit the bell so that you can be notified when a new video is posted every Tuesday. My name is Desiree Mangandag. I am an acupuncturist, herbalist, and essential oil expert. My specialty is in emotional release work as I combine the use of essential oils with Chinese medicine principles. And I've also written a few books titled I Am Fabulous, I Am Worthy, and I Am Magnetic. Make sure to check those out. Why do we often say yes to the things we want to say no to? Or say no to the things we want to say yes to? Well, when we do not value ourselves, when we do not respect our self-worth and stand up for what we want, what we need, what we desire, what we believe, then we are just giving ourselves away. We are giving up the most precious assets that we hold, such as time, as well as our essence. There are dire consequences when we engage or entangle in things that we don't really want to be a part of. Every single decision we make will either expand us and light up our soul and nourish us, or it has the opposite effect. It is tension building, it is exhausting, it is draining. So I encourage you to take some time to make your decisions rather than so flippantly and impulsively giving an answer. There are a few of us who can make a decision quite quickly within a few seconds. They just know right away. And if that's you, oh my goodness, you are lucky. There are those of us who need at least 24 hours to respond and to chew on it. There are even some who need to wait 2 to 4 weeks before they can give an answer. Whatever your time frame is, know what your time frame is. Know how long you need to chew on something, to work it through your system, to not just analyze, but feel it in your body before you give a solid answer, a solid yes or a solid no. I'm going to share with you 3 organs, this is Chinese medicine speak now, that are deeply affected by being entangled in things we don't have any business being entangled in, okay? So when you say yes to something, when you actually want to say no, then these are some of the organs that are affected. These are the consequences. First, the liver. The liver is responsible for the smooth flow of qi and blood actually all throughout the body. It's known as the general of qi, and it regulates the smooth flow and directs every single organ and meridian. And when the liver gets frustrated, irritated, angry, mad, and tense because they just are so annoyed with being a part of this thing, like volunteering in the neighborhood watch program when this is not what they wanted to do, right? Then you bind up the liver, and then the liver now cannot regulate the smooth flow of qi and blood throughout the entire system. Second organ that's affected is the heart, the pericardium. This is of the fire element. When we say yes to what's a real no, a little bit of resentment builds. Every time a little bit of more resentment, and it's like this heart wall of resentment. And then it just gets thicker and thicker over time. And then what happens? It affects our ability to really connect with others. It affects intimacy, like deep heart-to-heart connection. It affects vulnerability and openness. So the more you do these things, the harder it becomes to get close in your relationships. And the quality of your relationships will be more of a superficial nature rather than a very deep, warm-hearted nature. The third organ that's affected are the kidneys. In Chinese medicine, the kidneys are where our essence comes from. Our vital life qi comes from the kidneys. And when you do something that you know you should have said no to, then what happens is you actually have to pull and draw more reserves from your kidneys. Just so you know, your kidneys have a limited amount of qi and essence. When we die, that's because essences run out. So if you keep doing things you don't want to do, what's going to happen is you're going to have to keep drawing on your reserves. It's kind of like if you have retirement, and instead of living on the interest of the retirement, you're pulling from the principal. So then your principal goes down and your interest payments go down as well. So if you want to prevent yourself from aging rapidly, ladies and gentlemen, then I highly recommend you be sure about your yeses and be sure about your nos. Comment below if you've recently said yes to something you know you wanted to say no to. I hope that was enlightening for you. If you loved this content, make sure to subscribe to my channel and hit that bell so that you can be notified when a new video is up. Please do hit that like button so that YouTube can send you more of my videos. And if you would like to download 3 of my most popular blends, make sure to click down on the link below. 2 additional great videos to watch after this would be how to release expired guilt, all that guilt that builds up from all of the things you've done that you know you shouldn't have, as well as how to release toxic relationships. All right, see you next time. Bye-bye.